Hi guys, it's me, and this is my yearly update. I made this video exactly 1 year ago, so I figured now would be a good time to make it again. Thank you, Time Hop, for letting me know that I made it, because apparently I uploaded it on Twitter, that I made it. But, itchy leg. Can you not stare at me, Joey? Okay, so this is self-harm update. I am now 16. Last time I was 15. Last time I was 14. I couldn't remember what age I was. But now I am 16. I know I'm going to say this in every single video I make, but I am more grown up, I am more mature, and I am more understanding of every topic that I'm talking about today. So in the last video, I was basically like, yeah, I'm getting so much better. Rich was the reason I'm getting so much better. No. Me and Rich are no longer together. If you guys watched my old videos, I mentioned it a few times. Me and him don't even associate. We kind of don't like each other. He's kind of an asshole. So yeah, 14 months went down the drain because he's an asshole. So if you're watching this, hey Rich, you're an asshole. And now I'm dating this guy named Joey, which we've been dating for like not even 2 weeks. Tomorrow's 2 weeks, I think. I don't keep track of weeks. It was on a Saturday. Yeah, tomorrow's 2 weeks. That's how I look at the calendar. So yeah, we've been together for a little bit, and he's still learning stuff about me, so if he's watching this, hey Joey, hi. He's kind of like staring at me, because I'm on FaceTime with him too, and he's rude. So, okay, so I'm gonna get into this. So, I wish I could say I was improving. I'm 45 days clean on self-harm, so I'm getting there, I'm getting better. I know last night I was like, I'm clean for, the longest I've been clean recently was like 90, which is actually pretty good. So a lot of things went downhill from last August, actually. I mean, me and Rich would fight all the time. I had to deal with that, and then, as I mentioned, I had to deal with, my mom and her boyfriend not approving of who I was dating, which I don't blame them now. But recently a lot of things have been stressful. I have a job, and I have to handle that, and I have to handle my work here, where I live, and then I have to handle, all the stress of just life in general. Like, my exes are, no offense to any of my exes that are watching this, are kind of weird. My exes are still my friends, besides Rich. I hate him. Hate you, Rich! I need to stop talking about Rich. Okay, anyway. But like, they stress me out a lot because they're always like, I love you still, and I'm like, no. But yeah, I've been pretty good. 45 days clean, and I will literally, I will post the link, or the name to my Instagram down below, because I have a new Instagram, which used to be all about my depression and stuff, which got really, really bad this year. So I'll get into that. But, I'll post it in the down bar of, the Instagram that I'm using now, because I don't use Livestrong XX anymore. Well, I use it sometimes, I don't use it as much anymore. So I'll just post that in the down bar. I do still have that Winter's Advice channel, so if you guys want to get some advice, you can go there. I wish I could like post like things around here. I'll post it in there. But okay. So since I last made the video, I've been hospitalized twice. And I went to partial hospitalization about 3 times. The first time I went to partial was in December of 2014. And I was in there until, I went December 31st, 2014, and I was in there off and on till January 22nd, 2015. So about a month, almost a month. But between that, I was really depressed one day when I was in partial, and they could tell, and they're like, hey, how you feeling? I'm like, I feel like I want to kill myself. And so I was sent to hospitalization from January 9th to the 15th, which wasn't really that long, which it was a weird experience for me to deal with because I wasn't home. I couldn't communicate with a lot of people. I couldn't go and do anything. I was stuck in a, hospital. Not like a normal hospital, like with beds and stuff. I was stuck in there. And, which actually I remember the experience like it was yesterday. Like, I remember everything that happened in that hospital like it was yesterday. It's bad. And, I met some friends, and I still talk to them to this day. Like, if I'm feeling sad, I'll talk to them. If they're feeling sad, they'll talk to me, because we get each other. And then I got out, I went back to partial after that, which I said I was in there until January 22nd. And then I went back to school, so I missed a lot of school there. In between that, I didn't cut it all. It's pretty good. But then, one time in okay, so me and Rich broke up in January. I broke up with him January 31st. So things started getting majorly bad around that time. He'd constantly be fighting with me. It was my birthday party. My birthday's February 1st. That's when I turned 16. He was constantly fighting with me, constantly trying to cause an issue with everything I was doing. So one day I was talking to him, and this was about maybe sometime in February, March of 2015, and I kind of blacked out. I don't remember this, but I remember waking up in my kitchen, and I ended up cutting up both my legs, from all my thighs, my thighs, both of them up, completely. And I don't remember doing it, and I don't remember it happening, but I remember waking up and having that, and it was terrible, and it was disgusting, and I was crying, and that was probably the worst I've cut since 2013. So, like, it was pretty bad. And, I remember, like, crying, and then I remember 2 days later, I told my mom about it, because I was in so much pain, I was so depressed, I was so down, that I told my mom about it. And she cried. My mom cried. I felt so bad. And, so, like, we talked about it. I told her I remember doing it. Now, to this day, it's now August, but to this day I'm not allowed around any majorly sharp objects. Like, I'm not allowed around box cutters and certain other products, certain other sharp tools, which I'm perfectly okay with because I do not feel like blacking out anytime soon. Hiccup. Another thing it usually causes in my cutting now these days is I have PTSD, and I'm not going to get into why I have that. Just know it's pretty bad for me because I have like nightmares and I have major flashbacks during the day, and it's bad. So yeah, but April 1st, 2015, I overdosed on medication. I know. I was really depressed. I overdosed on medication, and I was put into the emergency room, and they had to check, like, my heart rate and my temperature and my blood to make sure I was okay. I remember I had to get changed into, you know, the gurneys. I almost passed out in the bathroom. I know this isn't about self-harm, but I'm just telling you, like, about my depression. And we'll get into self-harm, too. I was in the ER until April 2nd, which was, like 12 or 1 o'clock in the morning. And then I was rushed to, I wasn't rushed, but I was put in another mental hospital. And I was there from April 2nd to April 10th, which was a little bit longer than my first one. This place was all ages. The first one of them was adolescents, so it was like 13 to like 18. This one was like 16 to like any age. So I was like stuck with like, not stuck, but like I was with 50-year-olds and like 26-year-olds. Like, they were really nice people and they really understood what was going on. But like, they were really sweet. I still talked to like one person out of there. And he's super sweet. But yeah, I was there for a little bit because I tried to kill myself. And after that, my mom kind of cut me off from the world when I got out. She was upset that I would try something like that, and she was more upset that why would I do it and not talk to her first. So I was kind of cut off from the world. Me and Rich were not over. I had not a lot of friends. A lot of my friends didn't even try to contact me when I was in there, so it kind of made me realize who my true friends were and who they weren't. Nobody visited me besides my mom and my grandma occasionally when I was in there. So that kind of hurt. Yeah. But I would constantly talk to my friend John, who lives in California. So if John's watching this, thank you so much for even contacting me while I was in there. But, I got out, I was so lonely. It was bad. I was cut off from the entire world. I was cut off from my friend's internet phone, which isn't, you know, I sound like a selfish little teenager right there, but I had nobody. So I continued cutting when I got out of there, which was April 11th. But slowly everything got better. My mom let me go out more. Let me talk to more people, got my phone back. I was allowed more access to the world. And so the cutting kind of stopped. I was less lonely and I didn't have to deal with the pain on myself by myself. So, let me try to think. April. We're in May now. April, I started dating this guy named Dylan. If Dylan's watching this, hi. We dated for a month, a little over a month. And I was still like depressed. I couldn't handle myself. I was losing it. So I'm sorry, Dylan, for everything. We broke up from May. No, we broke up May or June. But then I started dating this guy named Josh. And if Josh is watching this, hi Josh. And I tried to act all happy, and I tried honestly being me, but I was still so depressed. I was still so suicidal, and I still cut constantly in June. Like, it got bad in June. I don't know why, but it did. And then me and Josh broke up in July. We broke up a few times because I just, sorry Josh for saying, but sorry Josh for putting something in it, but he kind of had anger issues to a point, and I couldn't deal with something that reminded me of my past. So I kind of just said I was done. I was like, bye. And I was a mess. I was mentally and emotionally a mess. I was still cutting. I still had extreme flashbacks. I had major nightmares. I had major depression. Like, I'm on medication now for it too. But I had bad problems. I still wanted to kill myself every night. I'd cry myself to sleep. It was bad. So in July, me and Dylan got back together. Yeah. And I'm sorry for talking about Dylan again. Dylan, I apologize for this. I just couldn't deal with it. Like, I wanted to try to focus on myself, and I was still depressed, and I wanted to try to get better, and I wanted to try to work on myself because I was getting a job and I was focusing on school and I wanted to improve. So I was getting a little bit better just focusing on myself. But I was dating Dylan at the time, so I couldn't exactly handle everything. So I broke up with Dylan. And I feel terrible because Dylan's all depressed now, I guess, and I feel so bad. So if Dylan's watching this, I apologize for you being depressed because that I broke up with you, for me trying to work on myself. But yeah. And then August, which we are in now, I started dating Joey. And Joey is honestly the sweetest guy I have ever met. I hung over his house yesterday and I fell asleep. And I guess I had a bad dream. And he just held me. Told me it was gonna be okay. I've been clean for 45 days. Yes, there are days when I just want to cut and I just never want to stop. And there's days where I just want to kill myself again. Or try to. Because it's gotten that bad. But I know it's going to get easier because I've been through the hardest. I've been rock bottom. And I know with support and help from people that actually love me and care about me, people that don't stress me out or cause me any sort of pain, I can get through this. I know that it's going to be a struggle. I know it's a constant battle. But I know with support and help, I'm going to get through it. I know I am. So that is my story for this year. Thank you for watching, and please comment, rate, subscribe, and let me know how you guys are doing, because I really care about you guys, and I love you all. I'm sorry if my story is a little bit depressing, but yeah. So I'm going to continue being clean. Thank you. I love you all. Bye.